Good morning. We'll wait till like normal. Start at the 5-minute mark. As of right now, I'm going to send out more thing. Trying to think of the question of the day. It may be about the NFL dropping week 1. See what you guys think about I'm going to tell you guys about the games that are scheduled that they put out. We got some really, really good games. Some surprising games for the first week. Right off the bat, we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, could be 7, 8. We have 8 games at least that are probably going to be great games. Wow. Okay, we will get started in 15 seconds. 10 seconds till we start. And my lighting is very, very pale. Wrong color, no. Oh, we're supposed to start 10 seconds ago, my bad. that's good enough, whatever, at this point. So, we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of stuff went down in the sports community. A lot of things going on. A lot. We had a lot of baseball talk to go on. We got a lot of basketball talk. And we got some NFL talk today. We had... Well, man, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb so we don't hear... And we got NFL is dropping their schedule tonight at 8 p.m. May go live for that, to do my reaction to it, or I may just wait till tomorrow morning. It's 50-50 right now. I gotta see. I know that you guys are still waiting on those videos for me. We'll get those out soon. Still gotta make them. I'm busy with this stuff, trying to edit and try to make these this show really good. Because this is what I want to build off of from these, so I can get more out there. And it's good because you guys get to interact with me. But we have NHL. We had one division last night. All the divisions in NHL are set. And in the NHL North, it is set where we're going to have all the games we already seen. They're set, like literally the 4 teams are set to the position, so we will know who's playing who, and it's going to be a great thing to see. I cannot wait, and we will talk about that. And we got to talk about the NFL Week 1 because they dropped Week 1, and there are at least 8 games that are going to be great games. And we got to talk about NBA still, too. So, we will see what we're going to do first. Do you guys want to start off with NBA, NHL, NFL? NFL's last. We'll do NFL last because that is the best thing. So, do you want to do MLB first, NHL, or NBA first? If you guys want, you can let me know in the comments. It's one of those 3. I'll let you guys decide what one we gotta do first today. If you can. Thank you. So, starting off with NBA, 1 minute. We gotta wait for my internet because it's not loading in. NBA may have been the wrong choice because I don't think the internet likes it. 1 minute, it is connecting. Come on, loading. Ay. There you go, it loaded. Just kidding, it's still loading. Sorry for the inconvenience. We are experiencing some internet problems. It is taking a long time to load in. There we go. It has finally loaded. Today we won't be going in as depth for the NBA. I would just be going over the scores, and I will tell you who the top performers are for each team. I won't be going into playoff spots only for one game. Only for 2 games I will be going into in-depth playoff spots. Not going to lie to you. A lot of stuff happened. Not a lot of stuff happened with NBA, I believe, last night. But we will start off with the Denver Nuggets going up against the Charlotte Hornets. This was a big game for Charlotte because they kind of needed to win to at least help them in the playoff spot with their spot. But the Denver Nuggets got the win with the 117-112 victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Jokic for the Nuggets center had 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And one of his assists was a bullet pass full court. Guess maybe he could go play for the Broncos, because the Broncos are supposed to be looking for a quarterback. Maybe he could go play for them, because that was a bullet pass. And then we go to the Hornets leading scorer was Devontae Graham, point guard, 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Honestly, the Hornets coach, I was watching, I think it was their Jump yesterday, and their coach I'm not gonna lie, I never seen the Hornets head coach in my life. And I know, so honestly, I don't really watch NBA like a normal sports person probably does. I really don't keep track. I do keep track, but not like I could. I'm trying to get back into it so I know more. But I never seen the coach for the Hornets, and I saw him yesterday on the jump, and I was very surprised. I was like, "That's what he looks like." I did not see him before. I don't know what I thought he looked like, but I just didn't see him, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Horn." What I was like, "That's the Hornets coach." But that Hornet coach is doing an amazing job so far with that team. He is helping that team. Their team is young. They're 33 and 36. They have a bright future with that team. And then we go to a game that really didn't matter. We had the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Detroit Pistons. And we had the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Detroit Pistons 119 to 100. Karl-Anthony Towns, or Cat, had 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And one of his amazing assists, of his 5 assists, was a great setup for Rubio with the behind the back pass, like, that's what it was like. I can't do it perfectly because I'm kind of in a corner in my room, but it was like, he threw it like that. And then for the Pistons, their leading scorer was Saben Lee. He's a point guard. 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Also, Cat is a center. Then we go to a game that really did matter. And it was a big game that the Boston Celtics had to win. The Miami Heat played against the Boston Celtics, and the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics. So that hurt the Celtics. I believe now the Heat are 3 games, or the Celtics are 3 games back from the 6th spot in getting out of the play-in games. And that's not good. That is no good. No good. No good. And Tyler Hero, 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Wow. And Jason Tatum for the Celtics had 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. But it wasn't enough to beat the Miami Heat. Heat seem like they're getting hot again around this time. We all know what happens then. And now we go to Los Angeles Clippers versus the Toronto Raptors. Really wasn't a great game. The Los Angeles Clippers beat the Toronto Raptors 115 to 96. Kawhi Leonard had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the Raptors' leading scorer had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, which was Cam Birch. Never heard of him. No offense. What happened with Toronto? Is it because Kawhi was everything? Was Kawhi everything now, I guess? Like, was that it? Like, not looking good since then. My hat's crooked. I'm sorry. And now we go to the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Indiana Pacers. It had the Indiana Pacers beat the Philadelphia 76ers 103 to 94. Ben Simmons for the 76ers had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then we also had Domantas Sabonis for the Pacers have 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 15 assists with a triple-double. And LeVert had another good game. I don't know his stat line because I don't have it opened and I didn't see fully. But he hit a dagger to complete the Pacers' comeback because they did come back. So good for him. Ta-da. And now we go to the Brooklyn Nets versus the Chicago Bulls. And we did it. The Nets fans, you may have lost Kyrie for a little bit. He may have had a broken nose or broke something on his face because he got hit in the face. The sage didn't help him. He should have went around the thing and put sage. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Chicago Bulls 115 to 107. And KD, 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. But that didn't matter. That didn't matter because we had a great stat line for Zach LaVine from the Bulls. 41 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Could have maybe did a little bit more in those other categories except for the points. Maybe got a couple more rebounds. Maybe get a couple more assists. But maybe if we got a couple more assists, maybe they would have edged out the Nets. But it's okay. And that is a big loss for the Bulls because the Bulls are still one of those teams that are trying to fight in to get into that last play-in spot. But I don't know. Then we go to the Dallas Mavericks versus the Memphis Grizzlies. And when I say this was a surprising game, also, and this was a surprising game, the turnout and how big of the turnout was. Also, the Grizzlies wore their retro Vancouver Grizzlies. Fun fact, Memphis Grizzlies, when they came into the NBA, they played in Vancouver. Yes, Vancouver, the Canadian city. And they wore these cool jerseys. And hold up, let me see. Let me pull them up on my phone so you guys, I wonder if you guys can see. Let's see. And they are probably one of the coolest jerseys in NBA history. I forgot to spell Vancouver. Okay. Vancouver Grizzlies jersey. Images. So, okay, that's too bright. See, look at, I don't know if you guys can see it, but those are the jerseys. Those are the away ones, and those are the home ones, right there. And those are, in my opinion, some of the coolest jerseys the NBA team has ever had. And they have a black one now. They have a black one, like for the retro one. I'm not going to pull that one up because it's a lot more work, and I want to look that up. And this was a great game that I was surprised about. The Memphis Grizzlies beat the Dallas Mavericks. Mind you, the Dallas Mavericks are fighting for the 5th spot and the 4th spot in the West. The Grizzlies are in the play-in. The Grizzlies won 133-104 against the Dallas Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. for the Dallas Mavericks and 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Also, Ja Morant had another amazing game. One of the more people underrated players, in my opinion. No one really talks about him. 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Great game for Ja and great game for the Grizzlies. Come on, Grizzlies, get hot right now. Now we go to the next game. We have the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Orlando Magic. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Orlando Magic 114-102. And the Magic's leading scorer was Moritz Wagner. He's a center. And I believe he did go to Michigan because all Wagners, I believe, go out of Michigan. There's like 8 brothers, I believe. Because every single year I watched the Michigan, the last like 6 years, they have a Wagner. I know 4 years in college, but they have like 2 of them on the bench. Like this year, they had 1 on the bench and 1 starting. I think they're related. I don't know, but they always have one. And Milwaukee Bucks leading scorer was Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. If you guys want to look up something, look up his name and try to say it. Okay, his last name. It took me a good year to figure out how to say it and listen to people mess up and say it and then listen to him say it. And he had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. Then we go to another big game. We have the Phoenix Suns versus the Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors beat the Phoenix Suns 122-116. And that, I believe, is the Suns' 3rd straight loss, if I'm positive. And Devin Booker, shooting guard for the Phoenix Suns, had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the leading scorer for the Golden State Warriors wasn't Curry, wasn't Green, definitely wasn't Thompson because Thompson ain't playing. It was Andrew Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins, the old number 1 pick, the player that was been passed around through the Cavaliers. He went to Minnesota, and he went to a lot other. I think he went to like one more place or something like that. And he had 38 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists to help them win against the number 2 seed in the West, maybe number 3 seed now. That is a huge win and a huge game for Wiggins. Now we go to one of the last games of NBA, the second to last game. This game really kind of didn't matter, I believe, unless the Kings. I gotta see. I will look at the NBA standings after this to see. I will, because I actually am interested at this point. We go to the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Sacramento Kings. If you ask Shaq, it's the Sacramento Queens. Sorry, Kings fans, if you're watching. You'll be okay. We got the Sacramento Kings beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 122-106. And Oklahoma City leading scorer is Kenrich Williams, small forward, 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Good for you. And Sacramento Kings leading scorer wasn't Fox. It was Delon Wright, guard, 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. And now we go to our last game of the day. Is my ear out? Let me put that way. Is my ear? I can feel it. It feels weird. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Now we go to the game of the day. And was an amazing game. And not just coming from me. I am a Laker fan, as we all know. I am a Laker fan, as you can kind of tell. But I'm biased in this way. I'm being as biased as I can. This game was amazing. I thought the Knicks had this game. I thought they did. And I don't know, I thought the Knicks were gonna take this. I didn't really watch them because internet was going creepy and being annoying in my room. Not gonna lie to you. Until I got home late last night. We have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the New York Knicks. And the funny thing is, though, so the New York Knicks go into this game 38-30. They both have the same record. And the Knicks are in the 4th spot for going to this game with the 4th spot in the East. The Lakers were in the 6th or the 7th spot in the West with the same record. So think about that. If the Lakers were in the East, they would be in the 4th spot going to this game, but they're in the 7th spot trying to battle out of that. So that's just the difference in the records between the West and the East. That was a pretty cool thing I saw, and I thought that was pretty cool. But we had the Los Angeles Lakers beat the New York Knicks in overtime. Horton Tucker hits a game-winning shot to propel the Lakers over the New York Knicks. And Julius Randle tried his best, but didn't succeed. He had 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Andre Drummond, there's a reason why the Lakers picked him up, and it was because of last night. 16 points, 18 rebounds, and 3 assists. That's a huge game for him. He picks up that double-double. That's a huge double-double for him. Good for him. He picked up the double-double. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Then we had Derrick Rose from the bench. 27 points, 3 steals, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. Wow, what a game. And that's I think that's the only 2 players that just wanted to score for the Knicks. Because literally the other ones, 5 points, 4 points, 2 points, 8 points, 5 points, 8 points, 9 points. No one else had double digits except for Randle and Rose. Wow. Obi Toppin had 5 points. That's it. Come on, Obi. You got to do better. And Julius Randle. Wow. Also, AD was taunting Spike Lee after the win. Woo. We got some drama. And now we see what else the Lakers. AD had 20 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. And off the bench, we had Kuzma with 23 points, 1 steal, 3 rebounds. We had Horton Tucker hit that game winner, 13 points, 7 turnovers though. Whoa. 2 steals, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds. Great stat line. Good double-double. But you got to get those turnovers down. Wow. 7. What the heck? But great game. That helped the Lakers a lot. I believe that really did hurt the Knicks. Let's see what happened with the standings. Because I think if the Knicks lost that, they fall all the way to the 6th seed in the East. That's how close that is in the East for the 4, 5, 6. Like I said yesterday, I think it was a half a game. It was. We had the New York Knicks fall all the way down to the 6th spot. But luckily, they are 3 games ahead of... What's PB mean? Okay. We had some clinch, so this is a good thing I started looking at, and I didn't skip over looking at the standings. But we had the Knicks fall all the way to the 6th seed. And it is a 3-way tie, though, for the 4, 5, 6. They all have the same record. They're all 9 games back. But I guess the Hawks have the tiebreaker. The Heat have the tiebreaker over the Knicks. Because the Knicks are 6, and the rest of those 2 went up. That's weird. But let's see. Let's see what's happened. Let's see what happened. The Chicago Bulls are the only team that are still alive to try to get in that play-in bracket. They're trying to get the Wizards spot because it seems like the Celtics are set into the playoffs. The only team that is not is the Wizards. That is not set. That's probably going to be in the playoffs. Seems like everyone else is probably clinched. We have the Indiana Pacers clinched to play in the play-in bracket. The Charlotte Hornets have clinched to play in the play-in bracket. The Celtics, they're clinched to probably make the playoffs. They're clinched to probably make the play-in bracket. We don't know about the playoffs yet. Because the play-in bracket is different than the playoff bracket. It's confusing. Don't ask me. I'm still trying to figure out what goes on. It's confusing to me. Also, I think maybe the question of the day, it's either going to be about NFL or it's going to be if you like the play-in bracket with NBA. I got to see. And also, we got to talk about what happened with my question of the day yesterday. We will get into that in a minute, though. But the Boston Celtics are now 3 games back from the 6th seed with losing to the Heat yesterday. But the Heat beating the Celtics yesterday clinched the Heat into the playoffs. So it seems like more than likely sooner than later, the Hawks will get clinched and the Knicks will clinch. But the Celtics are on a 3-game losing streak. It's not good. Also, the Cavs losing streak is up to 11 now. Let's see how long that can go. But the longest win streak for the East is going to the Heat, which is a 3-game win streak. Now let's go see what's going on at the West. Okay. A lot of drama. Okay, so we have 2 teams still fighting in to get to that number 10 seed. And the Spurs are the only team that could fall out of the play-in bracket right now. But the Spurs, what they did last game, I don't know if they're going to. It seems like right now we have a tie between the Pelicans and the Kings trying to get in. They're both of a 31-38 record. They are 3 or 2.5 games back of the Spurs to get into that final play-in spot. But the Warriors and the Grizzlies have made the play-in bracket. They both clinched that. The seeding is not secure right now because it's a half game back. The Grizzlies are of the Warriors. But the Lakers are 1 game back in from moving up and getting out of the bracket to face the Trailblazers, to push the Trailblazers back. The Trailblazers but are on a 4-game win streak. And right now it seems like everybody in the East or in the West that is in the play-in bracket is on a 4-game win streak, or is on a win streak, not a 4-game win streak. The Lakers are on a 2-game win streak. The Warriors are on a 4-game win streak. Grizzlies are on a 3-game win streak. And the Spurs are on a 1-game win streak. And the biggest win streak is a tie between the Trailblazers and the Warriors with a 4-game win streak. And the Suns did lose. It's their 2nd loss in a row. But we had the Dallas Mavericks clinch their division. So no matter what, I don't believe they can play in the play-in bracket from what I know. Because if you clinch your division, I think that's an automatic win playoff. But right now they are 6th in the standings. So it's kind of confusing. So I guess Trailblazers could still have to go to the play-in bracket, or the Lakers, if the Lakers move up, the Trailblazers would fall down. That's very confusing. Well, it's okay though. So that is what's going on in the NBA right now. We have a lot of stuff going on. What is the score? Let's see what. Is there any big games going on today? Wednesday, May 5th, May 12th. I don't know the dates anymore. Quarantine and all that stuff, man. It's already. Okay, we got some good games. Okay. We have at 7 p.m. on ESPN, we have the Washington Wizards versus the Atlanta Hawks. This is a big game for both these teams. The Wizards kind of want to clinch into that play-in bracket. If they do that, I think that may end the Bulls' season. So maybe they want to win that if they're smart. And the Hawks kind of want to stay in that and take a game lead and not have to worry about going to 6th position, but we'll see. Then we have at 8 p.m. in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. We have the Brooklyn Nets versus the San Antonio Spurs. Big game for the Spurs. If they win, they probably clinch that final spot in the West for that play-in game. But who knows? But then we also have at 8 p.m. in Cleveland, Ohio at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, the Boston Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, I guess it's a big game for the Celtics, but it's not. It is. It's not. I don't really know what's going on with the Celtics. They're 35 and 34. Are the Cavs going to end their 11-game losing streak, or if the Celtics lose to the Cavs? If you're a Celtics fan, I don't know how would you feel. As a Laker fan, I'm gonna laugh, but also just be like, you guys lost to the Cavs. But we go to 9 p.m. in Dallas, Texas at the American Airlines Center. We have the Dallas Mavericks versus the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a big game for the Pelicans to at least try to gain another game on the Spurs. But I believe if the Spurs win, it's probably the end. They probably clinch. So the Spurs or the Pelicans are probably hoping that the Nets beat the Spurs. But we will see, especially what the Spurs did last game. I don't really know. They destroyed, I believe it was the Bucks. They dropped 145 points, I believe, on the Bucks last time. That's a lot of points. And they ended up being like 20 points, I believe. That was scary. Now we go to a game at 9. We go to 9:30 in Salt Lake, Utah, at the Vivint Smart Home Arena. We have the Utah Jazz versus the Portland Trailblazers. This is a huge game. But not for really the Jazz, but for the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers kind of want to win this, so they don't got to worry. But if the Jazz win, that may be scary for the Trailblazers because the Lakers are playing against the Rockets at 10:30 at home. That's all I got to say to that. I think we all know the Rockets, they're not good. I'm not going to say they suck, but they're not good. They ain't good at all, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. But, yeah. So that's basically what's been going on. That's what's going to happen. Those games are today. We will see what happens with those. But for right now, that's what happened. So we are going to go see. We're going to talk about NHL. We'll do MLB next after NHL. We're just going to talk about the standings and because the playoffs are already kind of set. Like the teams that are in the playoff, the teams that are in the playoffs are already set. We have one division that the matchups are actually set. That's about it for right now. But I'm not gonna go through the games that happened yesterday. I'm just gonna go through the standings and tell you about the games and how many games back and if this can happen. Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna start with the West Division or the Honda because it's DA, so the Honda West Division. And we have the number 1 seed looking like it's going to be the Las Vegas Golden Knights or the Vegas Golden Knights. They have 80 points. They are 2 games above Colorado Avalanche. Also, I will be getting the ranking video for these guys out hopefully trying tomorrow. I still have to record it. There's a lot of close, cool logos for NHL. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's pretty hard. The Lakers are hanging their banner tonight? Like the championship one? I know that's a slow question. But is it like their championship banner? Or like, do you mean like another banner that I don't know about? Also, a person that left, come back. Don't leave. Okay, it's not on TV though. Why? They should put that game on TV then. Well, probably they don't have it on TV because it's the Rockets they're playing against. They should have put it up last night when they played against the Knicks to put it in Spike Lee's face. Oh, you came back. Hi. Yay, you didn't leave. But let's see. Okay. Let's see what's so right now in the the West Division in the NHL, the St. Louis Blues seem like they're set in that 4 spot. So they are going to play against whoever the number 1 seed is. Oh, okay. So understandable, but it would have been better if it was on national television now. Like, I understand more people, but still kind of be, or maybe wait until you're on television again, or wait till the last game that you play at home. Maybe. I don't know. I just wish it was on TV to see it so everyone could see it. No, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Laker fan, but kind of been better if everyone, like, more people are there so more people could see it and it's on national television, because that is a big thing. So we have the number 3 seed looking like it's going to be the Minnesota Wild. They are 3 points behind the Avalanche. I believe they still have 2 games to play. I don't know fully. I don't know how many games. I think it was. If you know how many games the NHL is playing this year, can you tell me in the chat? Was it 56 or 58 games? I believe it was 56, if I'm positive. I think it was 56. From what it was 50. You know. Was it 56? I believe it was 56. So the Vegas Golden Knights only have 1 game left to play, and the Minnesota Wild have 2 games. The Blues have 2 games left, but the Blues have 59 points, and the Wild has 75. So looks like St. Louis is going to have that 4 seed locked up right there. The Avalanche have 78, and Vegas has 80. So it seems like it's a battle right now between the Golden Knights and the Avalanche, because there's only 2-point difference. The Wild maybe can sneak up and get the 2 seed, but we will see. But that really kind of, yes, it matters for home position, but it's seeming like we may get the Golden Knights versus the Blues first round, and then we have the Avalanche versus the Wild, which those 2 teams going up against together, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind that. Watching McKinnon, Makar, and I can't say his name. It starts with a L for the Avalanche. I can't say it. Go up against the Wild. That would be a great, great series, I believe. And with the Blues versus the Vegas, I think that would be that would probably be, I think Vegas would probably, like, maybe that could be a sweep, but I think it would be a hard hitting game. It would be like a grind game. Like, they just hit each other. It'd be a violent series. But that's seeming like what it's going to look like for that division, the West Division. Now we go see what's going on in the Central Division. We have the Nashville Predators seeming like they're going to get the 4 spot. I believe they are going to get, I think this division, if they're playing 56 games, this division is set. They've all played 56 games. Okay, let me click on the Carolina Hurricanes so we can settle this and see if there's actually 56 games they're playing. Let's see. Is there any games left, or is it not? I believe they don't have, so it is a 56 game schedule. So it is confirmed, 56 games. And we will see now. Let's see. So this division is set. The Discover Central, NHL Discover Central division is set. These are going to be the matchups that happen. Every game has played 56 games. We have the Nashville Predators as the 4 seed with 64 points. They will be going up against the Carolina Hurricanes that are the number 1 seed that have won the Discover Central division with 80 points. They only edged out the Florida Panthers with the 2 seed by 1 point to clinch the division. Wow. And their point differential is 43 points. The Hurricanes. Good for them. And they are on a 2-game losing streak, though. And I believe their last game that they played they lost. I think it was to the Nashville Predators, and I believe it was a 5-0 loss. So that is a big loss for them. We will see. 1 minute. Internet is starting to be slow. Also, I'm going to say this. I haven't said this yet. If you're watching the video, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you can. You can hit it with anything. With your nose, your elbow, your ear, your chin, your forehead. Just go like that and hit it. Anything. The like and subscribe button if you can. It means a lot. Please. And thank you. Okay, let's see. I didn't want NBA. I said NHL. Show me the scores. Okay, 1 minute. I'm pulling up the scores because I want to see. I think because I just clicked on the Canes, but I don't want to go back because that's going to take a lot more time. Then I have to load back in to the other one. So let's see. Okay, so that was Tuesday. Let's see, Monday. Did they play Monday? Was it Monday they played? Was it not Monday they played? When did they play? Monday they played. Yes, it was. Okay, so last time these two just met up. The Hurricanes just played Nashville, and Nashville beat them 5-0. 5-0, they beat them. That is wow. That is so. Nashville's coming in hot, and they just beat them. And they just beat them. They beat them pretty bad. And I know that the Carolina may have not been playing fully because they're in the playoffs and number 1 seed, but still, these don't get destroyed 5-0. Come on. But that's going to be that could be a great matchup, but I don't really know fully. I got to look more into hockey. I've kept track, really didn't keep track. Only one division there's only 2 divisions I kind of kept track of this year. The Central Division, I really kind of haven't. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Even the West, I really didn't. I paid attention to the Avalanche, not really much of them, but I really paid more attention to the East and the North Division. Those are the 2 divisions that I paid attention the most. But I know this matchup, the 2-3 matchup, is going to be a violent matchup. It is going to be the battle for Florida. We have the Florida Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, the reigning Stanley Cup champs, Tampa Bay Lightning. They are the 3 seed, surprisingly. And they are on a 3-game losing streak. And the Panthers are on a 6-game winning streak. Yes, I just said 6-game. And the last time these two played against each other was Monday. And the Panthers beat the Lightning 4-0. Yes, 4-0. And let's see, who played yesterday? So I know there was a game yesterday, and it wasn't them. Okay, so it wasn't those two. Okay. But 4-0. 4-0. That's scally. Very scally. But so those are the matchups for the Discovery Central. Discover. Not Discovery. There's no Y at the end. Discover Central. I think that's a banking. I think I've seen the commercials. And now we go to arguably the best division in hockey this year. We have the Mass Mutual East. And we have the 4 seed being the New York Islanders. We have the 3 seed, the Boston Bruins. We have the 2 seed, the Washington Capitals. And we have the 1 seed, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguinos. And so that means the Pittsburgh Penguins have won the Mass Mutual East. And they will be going up against the New York Islanders. And, okay, I'm a Penguins fan, everybody. I am. I'm a Penguins fan. No matter I'm happy that the Penguins aren't playing the Bruins, okay? Because the Penguins did not go good against the Bruins all year. At least with the Islanders, it's been a great series all year. They've been great games. I'm happy we're not going up against the Bruins. I know I'm going to catch heat from that, probably from my family and my friends, because I do live up in Mass, and it's Boston's in Massachusetts. I'm a Penguin fan. Yeah, I know. And la-di-da-di-da. And it's why the comment section is someone's not saying something in the comment section. But I'm happy. But I think the Penguins, or the Penguinos, they call them Penguinos because it's fun to say. Penguins are going to go up against the Islanders. I think that's going to be a great series. I think all these series in the Mass Mutual East are going to be great, honestly, because it's such a close division. Literally, the separation between the 4 seed and the 1 seed is 6 points. Literally, with the other divisions, for Predators to the Hurricanes, it's a 80 points to 64. That's 16 points. 16 points. And then we go to the West. Let's see. 80 to 59. I'm not doing the math for that. I think that's 21. I'm not doing the math. Yeah, it's 21. But honestly, I think this division is going to be a great. Then we have the Washington Capitals versus the Bruins. And when I tell you that one is going to be the most violent out of all, I know I said there's going to be a couple more, but these two teams absolutely hate each other. Tom Wilson is going to be skating for his life. I will be doing I'm not going to say this now. I will be doing my prediction video for this. We have to wait for the West to be set first, and then that reaction will be coming out to the division and my prediction. I will be doing a prediction and reaction video, to division. I know I'm saying some right now, but just want to kind of give you guys the rundown. So I think that's going to be a really great division. That's going to be the matchups for the East. And now we go to the North, which was the first ones that are set in. This is the first division that was set. We had the Scotia North. And my question is, this is the Canadian teams, are they going to be playing in the playoffs? That is the question. That may be my question of the day, honestly. Will the Canadian teams play? But I don't really think so. I think my question of the day would be, what game for week 1 are you most excited about? I think that's what's going to be it. But I will be going over those right after MLB because that was our last, because we got to save the best for last. And now we have the Scotia North. We have the Montreal Canadiens with the 4 seed. We have the number 3 seed being Winnipeg Jets. The number 2 seed, the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, wait. I'm just kidding, because these are not... No, they are set. Okay, they are set. I'm sorry. Then the Edmonton Oilers being 2 seed, and the number 1 seed being the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs going up against the Montreal Canadiens. That's going to be a great game. Then we have the Winnipeg Jets going up against the Edmonton Oilers. Another good series. And all these, I believe, are probably all rivalries in their own way because of the Canadian teams. So there's something in there. There's probably some rivalry that I don't know about because I don't really watch hockey like that no more. But it's going to be fun playoffs. We have NBA playoffs coming up too. Water break, sorry. Now let's go to NBA or MLB. Okay. So we start off with the first game in the MLB. We have the New York Mets going up against the Baltimore Orioles. Also, let me do this. 1 minute. Okay. We have the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Mets. I think I just said that. My bad. And we have the New York Mets. Just kidding. In the top of it took to the 7th inning, to the top of the 7th inning, to get a run on the board for either team. And it was the Baltimore's that struck first. They had, I can't say his name, I'm going to say V, hit a sacrifice fly to right field. Galvis scores, and Franco advances to third base, and the Baltimore Orioles took a 1-0 lead against the New York Mets. And then we go to the top of the 8th. Galvis reached on a bunt single to the catcher. Hayes scores and makes it a 2-0 game. The Baltimore Orioles are up 2-0 going into the bottom of the 8th. Conforto singles to shallow center, and Nito scores, and Lindor advances to second base. And the Mets pull within 1, and it is a 2-1 game. And then we go to the bottom of the 9th, and we have Dominic Smith single to right center. Pilar scores. Villar. We have Pilar and Villar. That's got to be very confusing. Advancing to second base, Villar safe at third on a throwing error to second base by Udis. I think that's how you say his name. Udis. And it is tied game. And now also in the bottom of the 8th, Mazuki grounds it into a fielder's choice, and Villar scores from third base, and the Mets walk it off against the Baltimore Orioles. And John Means had a great game for the Baltimore Warriors, coming off of that no-hitter. 6 innings, 6 hits, and 3 Ks, 0 ERA. Stroman also had a pretty good game for the Mets. 6.1 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 base runner, or 1 ERA, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Any home runs? We have no home. Wait, if there was a home run, Kevin, you would have said no home runs. We did get 1 triple. It was by Hayes. It was his first one that he got, his first ever triple, or his first, I think it may have been his first ever triple. But good for him. And the loss goes to Valdez. He's 2-1 in the year. He only pitched 0.1 innings. He let up 2 runs and had a K. And then the win goes to Familia. 1 inning pitched, 1 K, 1 walk, and he is 1-0 on the year. Okay. Also, there was 10 hits for the Mets and 7 hits for the Baltimore Orioles. So that means there's 17 hits in total. Ta-da! Next game we go up to is the... Excuse me. We have the Oakland A's going up against the Boston Red Sox. Another, in my opinion, pretty low-scoring game. And it's their first game. These two will play against each other this year, and their 6-game series they will play this year. And we have, in the bottom of the first, the Red Sox strike first with Martinez hitting a sac fly to right field and Verdugo scoring. And it is the Boston take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Then we go to the top of the fourth, and the A's strike back and tie the game with Olsen single to right field, and Brown scores, and it makes it a 1-1 game. And we go to the top of the 7th, and a lot of action going on in the 7th. Not just the Sweet Caroline song at Fenway, because they did play at Fenway, but no, we had the A's scoring to take the lead 2-1 by Chapman singling to left field. Olsen scores, and Lowry advances to second. And now we go to the also staying on the top of the 7th. We got Elvis Andrus single to right field. Chapman scores, and Murphy goes to second. Wonder what happened to Lowry. No clue what happened. Guess he just disappeared. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Also at the score at that this time is 3-1. The A's are winning. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Rafael Devers strikes and pulls the game within 1 with a home run, 353-foot shot to left field. But that home run wasn't enough to get the win or even tie it. So the A's get the win with a 3-2 victory over the Boston Red Sox. And now the A's have a 22 wins and 15 record. The Red Sox have the exact same with 22-15 record. And the win goes to Bassett for the A's. He had 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 ERA, 10 Ks, and he allowed 1 home run. And we also go to the Red Sox. The loss goes to Hernandez. It is his 2nd loss of the year. He pitched 1.1 inning, he had 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 1 walk. And Evaldi pitched 6 innings, and he had 4 Ks. And the only home run of the day was by Rafael Devers. And it is his 9th of the year. And we had no triples on the game. It was a pretty low game. The save goes to Dykeman. It's his 4th in the year. And we had 7 hits by Oakland and 4 hits by Boston. That is 11 hits in total. Not an exciting game. Now let's see what's going on with the Texas Rangers going up against the San Francisco Giants. Let's see what happened. And it didn't take long for the scoring to start. In the top of the first inning, Gallo grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop. Keener Falafe scored and Low out at second base. The Rangers take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first, and now we go to the bottom of the first, and Yastrzemski doubled to deep right field, and Tuchman scores for the Giants, so the Giants tie the game back up, and the Giants take the lead in the bottom of the first 2 with Belt signaling to right and Yastrzemski scoring, and it makes a 2-1 lead for the Giants. The Giants extend their lead in the bottom of the 6th with Casilli safe at first on a throwing error by third baseman Culberson. Longoria scores and Crawford scores, and it makes it a 4-1 game. The Giants are up by 3 runs. And we go to the bottom of the top of the 7th inning, and Dahl home runs, gets a 406-foot shot home run to left center to pull the game within 2 for the Rangers, but that is not enough. The Giants hold off the Rangers and beat the Rangers 4-2 to extend the Giants to a 22-14 record. A lot of teams with 22 wins so far, but that's 3 so far, just in yesterday's games, after yesterday's games. Sorry, I needed a water break. A lot of talking. And let's see how the pitchers do. The loss goes to Lyles. It is his 3rd loss of the year. He is 1-3. And he had 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, and he had 5 walks, 6 Ks though. Pretty good. Not that bad. And Webb for the Giants got the win. It is his 2nd win of the year. He is 2-3 on the year, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 ERA. And he had 2 walks, but he had 10 strikeouts. But he let up 1 home run. Okay, let's see now. There was 1 home run in the game, and it was by Dahl. It was his 3rd of the year. And nothing really else. There was a stolen base. Dahl did get a stolen base, and it was his 1st one of the year. And Keener Falafa got another stolen base. It was his 7th of the year. And the save goes to McGee is his 10th of the year. And there was only 8 hits in the game, 4 for the Rangers and 4 for the San Francisco Giants. Yesterday, it seems like there wasn't a lot of entertaining games, honestly. That's surprising. Now we go to the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cleveland Indians. And we have another game that is pretty low scoring. Let's see what's happening. In the top of the 2nd, the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead by Contreras singling to center field and Rizzo scoring. And we go to the bottom of the 4th, and the Indians tie it up with a 387-foot shot from Jose Ramirez. Also, when I say a shot, it usually means it's a home run. My bad if I don't say home run. I'm just saying that now. When I say shot, probably means it's a home run. And if I say the feet, more than likely it's going to be a home run. So a home run from a 387-foot home run from Jose Ramirez to tie the game up for the Indians 1-1. And then we get the Chicago Cubs take the lead, take another 1-run lead, makes it 2-1 with Sogard, 376-foot shot home run to right field. And then in the bottom of the 5th, the 5th inning was an entertaining 5th inning. We had the Indians take the lead with a 2-run home run, with a 2-run 401-foot home run by Hernandez to right field, which was a 2-run home run, which gave the Indians a 3-2 lead, and that would be the final. The Indians would win off of that 2-run home run by Hernandez to give them the win to make their record 19-14, and the Cubs fall below 500. They are 17-18. And that moves the Indians are 1 game back from the White Sox in the American League Central. And the Cubs are now 4.5 games back from the Cardinals in the National League Central. And the loss goes to Alzolay from the Cubs. It is his 3rd loss of the year. He is 1-3, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 RA, 6 Ks, but he let up 2 home runs. And Bieber gets his 4th win of the year, and he's 4-2 on the year now. And he had 6.2 innings pitched, 9 hits, 2 ERA, 3 walks, and 8 Ks in 1 home run. And then we got for home runs, it was a low scoring game. It was 5 runs in total, but 4 of them, or there was 3 home runs though. 4 of them were home runs for the runs. We had Sogard. It was his 1st one of the year. Hernandez getting on that 2-run shot. It was his 3rd of the year, and that was Jose Ramirez. Anything else? We had a double by Hayward. Rizzo and Bryant for the Cubs all had doubles. Rizzo's 5th, Bryant's 14th double of the year. And that is the first time the Cubs will be going up against the Indians, and they have a 4-game series this year. And the Indians take the first one of the year. And Clace gets his 7th save of the year. And there was 11 hits by the Cubs and 5 hits by the Indians. So that's 16 hits in total. And we go, oh my God, I'm struggling. Then we go to the game that Monday. Sorry, I forgot this is Tuesday's games. Monday was a blow. It was 14-1. We have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's what the score was Monday. 16-1. 14-1. I'm sorry. 14-1. The Reds beat the Pirates, but we will have to see what happened with this game. Wow. I'll say that what I saw on the side in a minute. We go to the bottom of the first. Didn't take long for the scoring to happen. This was a really good scoring game. We had in the bottom of the first, the Pittsburgh Pirates take a 1-0 lead and Frazier scored off of Hoffman wild pitch. Reynolds advances to third on wild pitch from Hoffman. And we go to the bottom of the top of the third. The Reds tie the game up with a 438-foot home run from Winker to right center. 438 feet. That's a bomb. And now we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Pirates take the lead back to make it 2-1 on a triple from Newman to deep left, and Tom scored. Yes, that is his last name, Tom. And we go to stay in the bottom of the fourth, and the Pirates take the lead again, extend their lead. I could not speak English today. Extend their lead, make it 3-1 on Stokes Jr. single to left center. Newman scores from third. And then we go to the bottom of the fifth, and the Indians extend the lead even more and make it 4-1. Evans doubles to center field, and Reynolds scores to make it 4-1. And the Reds take the Reds pull the game within 2 off of a double from Winker, and Senzel scores, and Winker is thrown out at third, though, because he tried to make it a triple. He shouldn't have tried to make it a triple. It is 4-2 game. Going into the bottom of the 8th inning, Stokes Jr. for the Pittsburgh Pirates doubles into left. Newman scores. It is a 5-2 game. And then also in the bottom of the 8th, we get a 2-run home run from Frazier. It was a 389-foot shot to right field. And Stokes Jr. also, it was a 2-run home run, so Stokes Jr. was still on the bases because it is the bottom of the 8th. And the Pirates make the lead 7-2, and that is the final. The win against the Cincinnati Red, and it was a 7-2 win. And what I was saying about earlier is I am really dehydrated. And we go to the game so far. So these two teams have played each other 5 times. The Reds have won every single one except for this game. So it is a 4-1 so far for this season. And the scores, the first game was, 5-3, the Reds won. The second game was 14-1. That wasn't Monday. Okay, you guys? Reds won 14-1. Game 3, the Reds won 11-4. 7 runs right there. So, and then the game before this was 14-1. So they have scored, that's 28 with just game 4 and game 2. And we throw in that 39 runs. And then we add in game 1, I guess. That's 39. So 44 runs the Reds have put up against the Pirates in 4 games. 4 games, 45 runs. If I can do math, if I'm right on that math, let me know. Because, I'm sorry, that is crazy. And this show is a little bit longer than normal. I'm sorry. It did kind of take a little bit longer in the beginning. I was talking we didn't start, we started like the 10-minute, 8-minute, or 9-minute, 8 to 10-minute mark. This is a little bit longer because there was so much to talk about. And we still got a good amount to talk about. Thank you for keep watching, subscribe, like normal. Keep watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this. What are you guys thinking in the comments? Anything in the chat? Thank you. We are not done, so please do not leave yet. We still got a little bit more. I saw those 2 people left. Come back. Oh, whatever. We keep going. Then we go to the New York Yankees going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. This was a pretty. From what I'm hearing, I kept saying this was a very enthusiastic game. It was a low-scoring game, but it was a lot of stuff happened. And we had in the top of the first, Aaron Judge hits a 419-foot home run to center field to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead in the top of the first against the Tampa Bay Rays. Now we go to the top of the third. LeMahieu for the Yankees extends the Yankees lead to 2-0. LeMahieu scores. Stanton goes to third base on a pass ball by Zunino. And now we go to the bottom of the third, and Zunino makes up that pass ball with a 472-foot home run to center field. 472 feet. Wow. My bad feeling if you're wearing headphones. I apologize. But 472 feet. Oh my God. 472 feet. Wow. The Rays pulled within 1 and make it a 2-1 game. In the top of the 7th, Gary Sanchez gets a 390-foot shot home run to right field to give the Yankees a 3-1 lead and secure the Yankees win. But I'm still 472-foot shot. Wow. I'm gonna do is we're gonna write down that home run, and we're gonna see what home run is who hits the longest home run this year. That's what I'm gonna write down. So we're gonna see. So we'll see. So I'll put longest home run, and we'll keep track of that throughout the year. I know they played 19, 16, 19, 35 games. They played 35 games so far. I know. I will look up, see. But we have Zunino, 472 foot. And it was on 5/11/2021. Okay. So, we will keep track of that. Right there. We'll keep track of that. I'll put that right there. And we will see who has the longest home run at the end of the year. But for the series so far, they are playing each other 19 times. Tampa Bay has won 5 of them. They play each other 7 times so far. Tampa Bay has won 5 of the 7. So they lead the series 5-2 this year. And let's see what happened with pitching. Montgomery had 6 innings pitched. He got the win. 2 hits, 1 ERA, 1 walk, and 9 Ks. But he also let up that 472-foot home run. And then we have Rays. Patino gets his first loss of the year. He is 1-1 with 4 innings pitched, 3 ERA, 2 runs, 3 Ks. My bad. My brain just stopped there. Let's see what happened. So we had 3 home runs in this game. Wow. And we had 3 doubles. We had 2 for the Yankees. We had Stanton and Frazier. It was Stanton's. And also, no one cares about doubles. Okay, we're going to go with the home runs. Sanchez's 4th home run of the year. That is Judge's 8th. And that is Zunino's 7th of the year. And the save goes to Chapman as his 8th save of the year. There was 7 hits by the Yankees and 3 hits by the Rays. So that means 10 hits in total. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit because I know people got stuff to do. Okay, so now let's go to the Phillies versus the Gnats. In the top of the... Okay, this game really didn't. Let's see. Okay, there was 2 home runs in this game. Harper had a home run, 433-foot shot home run. Turner had a 130-foot shot home run. 2 really good. I'm sorry, I'm not excited for those ones because I just saw one that was 472 feet. Sorry, those are really far too, but I'm still lost for words with that one. But yeah, so the Phillies won 6-2. Anderson gets his second win of the year for the Phillies. He's 2-3. And Fide gets his fourth loss of the year. He is 2-4. That one I'm not really going to go over. We're going to try to go through a couple of these a little bit faster. Okay, this one we kind of got to go through because it was a very, very tight game. Let me see. Let's see. Wow. Oh, okay. So, let's just do this quick. So, we go to the Royals versus the Tigers, which is Kansas City Royals versus the Detroit Tigers. And we go to, let's see. Okay. So, we have the Tigers going up against the Royals. It is 7-8, or the final score is 7-8. The Tigers almost blew this. They were going into the bottom of the fifth. It was 7-0. 7-0. The final score is 8-7. In the bottom of the eighth, or the top of the eighth, they scored 3 to make it 7-3. In the top of the ninth, they scored 4 runs to make it a 7-7 game. And then the bottom of the eighth, or bottom of the ninth, the Tigers walk it off with a Grossman single to right field. How did you almost blow a 7-0 lead? I got nothing. I don't even. Tigers got the win. 11th win of the year. We go to the Blue Jays versus the Braves. This is a really good game. We had Acuna Jr. I guess he is okay. Because remember I was saying yesterday, I believe it was yesterday I was talking about, or it was the day after, that he did get hit in the wrist really hard. There was 3 home runs in this game. They all happened back to back to back in a way for like scoring. In the bottom of the third, Acuna Jr. home run gets a solo home run to center field, 412-foot shot that gives the Braves a 2-0 lead. And then we go to the top of the sixth. Guerrero Jr. hits a 379-foot 2-run home run to right field to tie the game back up to make it a 2-2 game. And then the bottom of the sixth, Ozuna gets a 415-shot solo home run to left field to give the Braves a 3-2 lead. But then in the bottom of, or the top of the eighth, the Braves blew it by walking in the winning, or Hernandez reaches on an infield single. Seaman scores. So the Blue Jays won 5-3. And there was 3 home runs in the game. It was Guerrero's 8th home run. It was Ozuna's 5th. And it was Acuna Jr.'s 11th home run of the year. And the win goes to Thornton for the Blue Jays. It is his first of the year. He had 1 innings pitched. And the loss goes to AJ Minter. He is his first loss to the year, 1-1. The save goes to Romano. It's his first loss, or his first save of the year. The Braves go below 500. They are 7-8. The Blue Jays go to 18-16. Now we go to the Cardinals versus the Brewers. We have the going down. This game did not get into the scoring, and this game went to extra innings, and the final score will surprise you. We go to the bottom of the sixth, or Shaw hit into a ground rule double. Ground rule double. What a ground rule double is when the ball hits like in the ground, bounces in the ground, the outfield, and then goes over the fence, like the home run fence, goes over that, so the guy gets automatic second. And Kane scores to give the Brewers a 1-0 lead. And then the Cardinals tie the game back up in the top of the eighth on a sac fly from Carlson, and Bader scores, and then make it a 1-1 game. And so in the extra innings in baseball and MLB this year, they start with the runner on second base. Okay, so in the top of the 11th, Goldschmidt gives the Cardinals a 2-run lead with a 2-run home run to center field, which was a 400-foot home run. Gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead. Also in the top of the 11th, we get a 3-run home run from the Cardinals from O'Neill. It's a 409-foot home run to give the Cardinals a 6-1 lead.
The Cardinals win 6-1, and Reyes gets the win for the Cardinals. Is 2-0 in the year, and the loss goes to Berger. It's his first loss of the year, and wow, wasn't a high-scoring game until the last inning, and it was only by one team. And now we go to the Angels versus the Astros. We had 3 home runs in this game. In the bottom of the 5th, the Astros take the lead with a 373-foot solo home run by Tucker to give them a 1-0 lead. In the top of the 8th, the Angels tie the game back up with a 366-foot shot by Ward, solo home run to make it a 1-1 game. In the bottom of the 8th, Brantley singles to center field, Altuve scores, and Brantley advances to second base, and Diaz goes to third and gives them a 2-1 lead, the Astros. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Guerrero gets a 3-run home run, 360-foot shot, makes it a 5-1 game, and the Astros win 5-1. The Angels go to 19-16. The Astros are at 19-17. The win goes to McCullers Jr., who is 3-1. He pitched 8 innings, had 1 run, and 9 Ks. And the loss goes to Sleegers, who is 2-1 in the year. He pitched 0.1 innings, 2 ERA, and 1 walk. Wow. And now we go to the Twins versus the White Sox. There was too many games yesterday. We go to the Twins versus the White Sox. In the top of the 2nd, Polanco gets a solo home run to give the Twins a 1-0 lead. And then oh my God, stop moving upward. And then in the top of the 2nd, there was 3 runs scored by the Twins. The only one that was really entertaining was the one by Polanco. The first one was the home run. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. The White Sox tie the game up with a 3-run home run from Grandal, a 401-foot 3-run home run to tie the game 3-3. And then at the bottom of the 6th, the White Sox take a 2-run lead from Abreu, hitting a 414-foot 2-run home run to left center to make it a 5-3 game. And then in the bottom of the 7th, the White Sox scored 2 runs to make it 7-3. And then the bottom of the 8th, the White Sox scored 2 more runs to give them a 9-3 lead, and that is your game. The White Sox win 9-3, and the Twins surprisingly fall to 12-21. Mind you, I had them second, I believe, in my predictions. I know it's early. I do know. But 12-21. What is going on with the Twins? What is going on with the Twins right now? I don't know. Maybe they're old? Who knows? But we have the White Sox going to 20-13. The win goes to Crotchet. He pitched 2 innings. He's one of the ones I told you in the future. He's gonna be a great pitcher. It's his first win of the year. He's 1-2, and the loss goes to Alcala. He is 0-1. It's his first loss of the year. He is 0-1. So that is that game, and we have 3 games left for baseball. And this was a pretty long episode. Not bad. But it's okay though, because it's fun. We go to the bottom of this first, and the Rockies take a 1-0 lead on a Blackman grounded out to shortstop, and Tapia scores. Only time the Rockies will score this game was in the bottom of the first. Letting y'all know this now. And then in the top of the 5th inning, we had the Padres take a 2-1 lead on a 2-run home run from Machado. It was a 431-foot home run to left field. And then in the top of the 6th, they put on 5 runs. They started off with the Nola hit a sacrifice fly to center field, and Marcano scored and Pam to third, and then Kim grounded into a fielder's choice, and Pam scores to make it a 4-1, and then Machado hits a triple to deep right center. Kim scored, Grosjean scores, and Cromwell scored. That was a base clearing triple, 7-1. And then in the bottom or the top of the 6th, also they get Hosmer scores or singles to left, and Machado scores, and that is the final 8-1. Wow. Out of beatdown. And all this was done without Tatis Jr. for the Padres because Tatis Jr. is out for a little bit with COVID-19. He tests positive for COVID-19. And that is the first win for Diaz, 3 innings pitched and 1 K. And the loss goes to Senzatella. He is 1-4 in the year. It's his 4th loss. Not a really good thing there. But the Padres go to 20-16 with that win. The Rockies fall to 12-23. And we go to the Marlins versus the Diamondbacks now. And this was a kind of a high-scoring game just for one team in a way. In the bottom of the second, we have the Diamondbacks taking a 1-0 lead on a solo home run from Ahmed, 402-foot shot. Fun fact, Ahmed is from Palmer, Massachusetts, and that is very close to where I'm from. And Western Mass. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, and Bumgarner, yes, I said Bumgarner, the pitcher hits a sacrifice fly to left field, and Ahmed scores, and Rojas advances to third, and the D-backs get a 2-0 lead. And in the bottom of the 5th, P. Smith singles to right field, and Rojas scores. And in the bottom of the 5th, the D-backs score 6 runs in total, all in that same fashion as I just was saying, with single, double, single, just like that. They get a 6-0 lead. In the top of the 8th, Rojas doubles to left field, and Berti scores to make it a 6-1 game. And then in the bottom, or still in the top of the 8th, the Marlins get get 2 more runs on a 2-run home run, 441-foot shot to center field by Aguilar to make it a 6-3 games. But that really didn't mean much because in the bottom of the 8th, the D-backs score 5 more runs with a double to right field, a double to left to make it 8-3, back-to-back doubles. And then we just get a 3-run home run by Cabrera, 392-foot to make it 11-3, and that is your game. And wow, what a late innings. Wow. In the 8th inning, we had 8 runs in total. In the 8th inning, 8 runs in the 8th inning. That's pretty cool. And then the win goes to Bumgarner. He is 4-2. He had voice crack, going through puberty again, I guess. He has 7 innings pitched. He had 9 Ks. Good for him. And then Lopez gets his 3rd loss of the year. He is 0-3 with 4.1 innings pitched, 6 ERA, and 3 strikeouts. That's not good for him. Now we go to the last game of baseball. And I know most of you guys, if you guys are watching this, you guys are probably excited. And just like me, you're just like, thank God it's the last one because I do want to get to football. Because the NFL first week was announced, and that is my question of the day. But we will get at this one because we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. And this was a home run fest. In the top of the first, Haniger home runs. It's a 402-foot solo home run to give the Mariners a 1-0 lead against the Los Angeles Dodgers. We go to the top of the 4th inning, and we have a 2-run home run by Seager, 390-foot shot to give the Mariners a 3-0 lead. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Dodgers get a run on the board with a solo home run from Max Muncy, 433-foot shot. And we go to the top of the 6th inning, and the Mariners add 1 more run to their extended lead by 1 run on a solo home run from Haniger. He hits 2 home runs in this game, 377-foot shot to left field. It is 2 home runs in this game for Haniger. It is 4-1 Mariners. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Seager singles into right. Lux and Taylor score, and Peters goes to third base. It is a 4-3 game. The Mariners are still leading. But now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we get a 3-run home run from Lux, 413-foot shot to give the Dodgers the 6-4 victory against the Mariners. That is a huge win for the Dodgers. And that is a huge game for Haniger, though. We're not going to talk about this, but Haniger had a great game. 2 home runs. This is 10th. He is up to 10 home runs in the year. And Seager hit a home run too. Where did Seager hit a home run? Oh, yeah. Seager hit a home run too. That is his 7th of the year. And that was Muncy's 6th of the year. And that was Lux's 1st home run of the year. And Taylor got a triple. That is his 3rd triple of the year. And the win goes to Clevenger. It is his first win of the year. He is 1-3. The loss goes to Montero for the Marlins. For the Mariners, he is 3-2 in the year. And the save goes to Jansen. It is his 6th save of the year. Wow, what a lot. A lot of stuff happened with baseball. Okay, now we go to NFL. Let's do NFL. This is my question of the day. What game in NFL week 1 are you most looking forward to? I can spell forward. Pen. Okay. So we're going to go over these quickly. We're trying to get this done before 11:10. Okay. So we got the week 1. We got the kickoff, the 2021 season. We have, or the 2021 season. We have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 8:20 on NBC. What a game to start off the season. Me as a Cowboy fan, I'm pumped. I cannot wait. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan. Too bad if you don't like it. I won't be so, Cowboys. No, I'm biased, okay, in this. I know that but then when we go to the 1 o'clock games for Sunday, we have we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. What a game to start off. And then we have the Vikings versus the Bengals. Another probably going to be a pretty good game. Then we got the number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We will get to see Tim Tebow because he's playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tebow time. And we get to see them go up against the team that we don't know what's going on. One of the dumpster fires, the Houston Texans. That is probably going to be a pretty decent game. And then we have the last one. What the heck? That's confusing. Why is there so many 1 o'clock games? Okay, then we have the other 1 o'clock game. We have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans on CBS. That's probably going to be a pretty good game. You get to see J.J. Watt in a Cardinals uniform, and it's going to be weird for the first time ever seeing him in another uniform. It's going to be with the Cardinals. That is creepy and weird. And then we go to we have a couple more 1 o'clock games. We have the Philadelphia Eagles versus going up against the Atlanta Falcons on Fox. And then we have the New York Jets going up against the Carolina Panthers. So we get to see Wilson for the Jets. And then we get to see Horn for the Panthers. Their first 2 picks. Their first round picks for both teams. We only go to the 49ers going up against the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford, first new uniform, going to play with the Lions. It's going to be weird. Is Garoppolo still going to be there? And we get to see Trey Lance. Is Garoppolo still going to be with the 49ers? We will have to wait and see. And can't wait to see about that. And we go to one of the last 1 o'clock games. We have the Seattle Seahawks going up against the Indianapolis Colts. What a game that's probably going to be. Is Russell Wilson still going to be there? Or will Aaron Rodgers may be there? They may have traded. We will see. And then we go to our last 1 o'clock game. We have the Los Angeles Chargers going up against the Washington football team. And what a game. That is a great game. So people aren't going to be talking about that game as they should. That's going to be a great game. But then we go to our 4:25 games. We have the Cleveland Browns going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. What a game to start off, the 4:25 games. And then we go to the other one. We have the Miami Dolphins going up against the New England Patriots. Another great game. And we go to the other dumpster fire in the league. We have the Green Bay Packers. Will Devontae Adams be there? Will Aaron Rodgers be there? We will have to wait and see. They're going up against the New Orleans Saints with Jameis Winston at quarterback. Or maybe even Book. We will have to wait and see. And then we go to the last 4:25 game. We have the Denver Broncos going up against the New York Giants. Could be a good game. Not going to be one that most people are going to be excited for. I'm just like, oh, good game. Good for them. But then we go to our Sunday Night Football. We have the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields-led Chicago Bears going up against the... I'm sorry. Wait, who did I say the Lions quarterback was? I don't even know. Matthew Stafford is going to the newly led Rams by their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford, by the Rams. So we get the Justin Fields versus Matthew Stafford first matchup of the year. Great Sunday night football game. It should be at LA. And then we go to the Monday night game. We got the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Oakland Raiders. Great. That is your week 1. And I will be posting that I will be posting the picture of that on my Twitter and Instagram. And that question will be coming out. And I will be putting the top games. Probably will be the Cowboys Buccaneers, the Browns Chiefs. I probably will figure out what other game to put. I'll put 4 games and you guys will choose. Sorry, this was a long one. I had to rush through the NFL. I will probably go over tonight. I'm going to try to go live to get my reaction to the schedule for week 2, week 3, and see what games. And I will be posting that. I may go live tonight. It will be a possibility. We'll have to wait and see. Don't know. But tomorrow, if I don't go live tonight, we'll be talking about that. It'll probably be the whole thing unless something. We'll try to get through the games. I will be the same. I won't go in depth like in baseball. If you guys like what's going on with the baseball stuff in the NHL, I will be going more into that. Sorry the baseball took so long. But trying to get all the games out there so you guys know what happened. But until next time, until next stream, until tomorrow, hope you guys tune in again. And appreciate it. Until tomorrow, see you. Like, subscribe. Till then, see ya.